bald patch for a period of time and I was covering it. And
has it gone, that bald patch?
Gone. It was right there.
Yeah.
It was right there.
Oh, you must be de-stressed.
Must be chilling out a bit, mate. Yeah. Must not be. But yeah, thank you for noticing.
Well, I've got used to you combing over it.
Yeah, no, I don't need to comb over it now. But you remember, it was quite a significant.
Yeah.
It was bigger than a 50p, wasn't it?
This is great for the listeners.
It's okay. Most of them have switched off by now. But yeah, Hull FC 18 points to 8 up at half time, and Cas were able to mount a bit of a comeback, but not enough to get themselves over the line.
Goal kicking was the factor, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's all I know about this one is they kept missing goals. Do you have anything more to say, or shall we just do the stats? Because I
just saw the try, so let's see what the stats tell us.
I don't want to annoy Hull FC, who are deservedly so top of the league, or Castleford, who are an entertaining team to watch. I don't want to annoy their fans at all, but I just wasn't in a position to watch the game.
You steered well clear of annoying Castleford fans tonight, Mark. Don't even worry about it, mate. You have sailed that line, that treacherous line, absolutely beautifully. Do you want to tell Darryl Powell to fuck off again before we carry on? Tell us what the stats told us, Mr. Castleford.
Darryl Powell's an excellent coach. He just needs to realise that he should probably say he was wrong.
I know. There's a lot of excellent coaches who say stupid shit in the media flown about that.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And stupider people than Darryl Powell. You expect it more from others, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, 22-24, like you mentioned. Yeah, Cas is, as the numbers show, Cas is 12 penalties, 4 more than Hull conceded, and 20% goal success. Hull kicked at 80%, were significant in the end result. Cas had 1 more try from 3 more breaks and 138 more metres, but still found a way to lose this one to the table toppers.
Okay, and individually, who stood out for us then?
Well, Frank the Tank, a try, 153 metres. Jamie Shaw, showing us why maybe he should have been around Bennett a bit more this week. A try, 5 tackles, 139 metres. Danny Houghton likewise went both ways in classic Houghton style. 1 try, 51 tackles. Mark Snape, 3 try assists as well. That's a big number for that.
Getting on to Wayne Bennett, sorry, one of the stories I heard this week, and I can't remember which game it was that he attended, maybe somebody can help me out. You know how he looks a little bit like Clint Eastwood?
Okay.
Right. Apparently, some sections, I wish I could remember which set of fans it was, were singing this is so subliminal, Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz at him. Okay, feeling well. So he won't have even got the joke, but I read it on a forum. I'll have to research and find out. I thought that was one of the cleverer pieces of rugby league banter this week.
Yeah, that's good.
Sorry, there you go.
Jake Webster for Cas with a try, 2 try assists, 134 metres. Paddy Flynn with a try, 6 tackles, 130 metres, 2 clean breaks. Junior Moores with a monstrous 206 metres. And Danny Tickle continuing to play in the front row, playing against another one of his former sides, 150 metres.
Yep, there you go. Tyler Cas fan got in touch. 5 tries to 4 in favour of Cas, but couldn't kick the conversions. The last one by Danny Tickle hitting the post from the touchline. Breathless stuff. Think a draw would have been fair, but shows how much we need Luke Gale on the pitch. Scoots28 Max, she got in touch. Alright, Sarah, she said, thankfully the points aren't given out on quality of performance. We played dumb at times and possibly the better team lost, but with Ellis, the violin, Tooley and Manu out, we just about spluttered to take the 2 points. Big games from Frank and Houghton. Yeah, mate. Love it. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Fat Boy Rob, he said, good entertaining match in front of a bumper crowd. Cas missed Gale's organisation and kicking. With a bit more luck and a lot more discipline, Cas could have won this. Another 20 points plus conceded at home. ... So there you go. That's the
but to the top side in the league.
Yeah, and you did score 22 points against them, and you outscored them in the try count. So reasons to be cheerful.
I would say so. It's a not inglorious defeat for the Tigers.
And I would go so far as to venture that if you'd had Luke Gale in your starting lineup, then you might well have gone on to win this one.
Or if the posts were just a little bit
wider. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's the weekend's action, Mark. Tell us about predictions, Subaru and Dream Team stuff.
Well, you beat me in the predictions. You got 4 out of 6. I got 3 out of 6.
I needed though, Mark. Well,
Cass's goal kicking let me down, really. Maybe that's why I was so angry at Darryl Powell, or no, maybe it's because he still hasn't apologised for what he did wrong. Dargana stays top in the Super Brew with David Brown wearing the yellow cap there this week. Chris Evans taking the wooden spoon, not just for his Top Gear performance.
Shit TV show, shit picking.
I watched one of them and I thought it was okay. I think people just get a bit overexcited about stuff these days with social media being the nasty beast that it is.
I can't cope with Matt LeBlanc.
Because he's playing a character
I can't cope with him. It's not... Because he's so synonymous with being Joey, for me, whenever I see him elsewhere, I can't disconnect. Because I grew up watching Friends, and like...
The difficulty for me isn't the step from Joey to Top Gear, it's the step from episode to Top Gear. Because in episodes he plays himself, in inverted commas.
But not himself, yeah.
And he kind of feels like he's just doing that in Top Gear too.
Yeah, no, can't cope with it. I keep waiting for like... Hey, it's Porsche! Or something like that to, rear its ugly head. No, I've not... Yeah, I've not continued to watch Top Gear, I'm afraid. I'm one of the people that they lost as a viewer.
Fair enough. Alan Bagley is still at the top of the Dream Team League with 636 points, though Tom Andrews was narrowly top scorer this week, just ahead of Alan, who continues to fly high. I was one of the top scorers this week as well, so stretched my advantage over you, although I can't seem to break higher back up the table.
I know.
But
I've lost a bit of ground with you over the last couple of weeks. I had a couple of players. I think McMeekin must not have played.
He's out, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't know that.
No
transfers now till July. Although
no, but we've got one round of games left, haven't we?
Hopefully he's back in a couple of weeks.
Because they'll start on the Thursday on the 30 whatever's.
Yeah. 31st.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, that's Super League well and truly covered. Let's take a look now at some results from elsewhere in the world of rugby league. Okay, so we'll start with a trip back in time to round 5 of the Championship. This is a fixture that was cancelled due to poor weather. Bradford Bulls made the trip over to Stalybridge to take on the Oldham Ruffians, and it was 48 points to 4 in favour of the professionals from Bradford. Brian Davies got in touch, said it was a filthy night at Stalybridge, and it was really only the rain that kept Bradford from matching the 62-0 blowout that Wakefield put on Wigan. There you go. Massive gap between these two sides, but Bulls still looked way off Super League pace. Great to be in a crowd where everyone swapped ends at half-time too. There you go. Into round 18 then, Bradford completed 3 games in a week and 3 wins in a week with a 17 points to 16 win over the Batley Bulldogs in controversial style. However, it's nice for another team to be on the receiving end of a Joe Cobb refereeing masterclass. Basically, Batley grounded the ball in goal and should probably have dropped out from under the sticks, but Bradford got hands to the ball and the referee gave a try, which put us 14 points to 12 up. Oh, right. So it wasn't simultaneous ground and it was... I think... No, they should... okay, so Charnock put the kick through, and Epelahami Luaki, by the way, reinvented under Rowan Smith, had the fullback under some pressure, and I believe that he grounded the ball at that point, and for whatever reason has either let go or something, then Jay Pitts has come in and put the ball down. Oh, so he's ruled a knock-on rather than dead in goal, grounded. Yes. Right. Now... That was near the end of the game, though, wasn't it, as well? That was in the last 14 minutes, yeah, and Batley had probably looked the better side for good portions of the game, but Batley are playing really well at the minute, and Bradford aren't, so I think that's the great leveller between the two sides, and, Yeah, not, Bradford spending ability and squad depth. Listen, we play 3 games in a week. Any team that plays 3 games in a week at any level is going to have to manage its assets and, might find that they struggle in that 3rd game. So just get out of the dodge with 6 points and keep building. The young lad that we've got on loan from St Helens certainly seems to be fitting in well, though. Charnock. Oh, yes. Yeah, the half-back. You've got a half-back, I forgot. I know, but it's alright because we were missing a stand-off half because Lee Gaskell's out and Danny Addy pulled out as well. So we still played with just the one half, but it looks like a play. Okay, so that was 17 points. Did anyone else play in the Championship? So that was 17 points to 16 in favour of the Bulls. Meanwhile, it was Dewsbury 8, Halifax 24, Featherstone 30 against Whitehaven's 18. Lee were 54 points to 12 winners over Workington, and London Broncos were 56 points to 16 winners over Oldham. Although we'd softened them up for you. Chris Macy got in touch and said, happy with another decent win, 242 points from the last 5 games. We have achieved our aim of doing better than last year. Final game in the Championship saw Swinton take a 22 points to 18 victory over the Sheffield Eagles. Brian Davies was at this one. He said it was an exciting and tense game, won by the Lions late on. Dwyer feigned concussion to get Tyson sent off, then sprang to his feet only to be hauled off a few minutes later by the match commissioner for a 15-minute concussion test. The dismissal evened things up as the Eagles were much the better side to that stage. Fun day out and the Swinton fans are very excited. All of that means that Leeds stay top and virtually assured of middle eight football again with 5 games to play thanks to their points difference. The Bulls have ridden to third and back slip out of the top 4 to Halifax on points difference with 2 points separating third to 6th place. The running will be exciting for those top 4 spots. Down at the bottom, full-time Sheffield have been drawn into a relegation battle for 10th, just 2 points ahead of Oldham, but no one from Dewsbury in 7th downwards will feel safe in the Championship Shield 8. Oh, this is Love Island, I've no idea, it was just what was on after the football, mate.
I'm completely baffled. So far, there seems to be no love, everyone just falls out and then has sex.
There was a girl on this who won Miss Great Britain, and she banged a geezer on night 1, and they've stripped her of her title. The people
Can we turn the tally on?
Miss Great Britain. I'll do this. The remote control is there, mate. It's just what was on after the football. I'm not serious. It's not series linked or anything. Don't worry.
Why's the red light on for us?
There is no red light on, you lying twat. Right. Okay. Into League One then, it was Toulouse 84, Keighley Cougars 6. Seem to recall one or more of us calling this one a bit closer than it turned out to be. Mark Illingworth. Oxford lost at home by 6 points to York City Knights' 50.
Wait, hold on. Back to Toulouse and Keighley though. How is it that big a difference between the two sides?
Well, I'm just guessing that Keighley never got off the plane or the bus or however they got down to Toulouse.
I mean, I know Toulouse
phenomenal side.
Have a handful of effectively full-time players in that squad.
Yeah,
but they're not exactly top-class players. And
well, they're obviously very well coached and well drilled, Mark.
They're really flying, and
the acid test is going to be next year.
They're absolutely battering the pants off of the Championship, especially when the League One, especially when they play at home. And based on the game against Leah, the Cup, they might be a force to be reckoned with in the Championship next year.
I think you may well find that they're competitive enough to be looking for a top 4 place next season in the Championship as well. It was Huns at 38, Coventry 18. Newcastle lost at home by 30 points to Rochdale's 38. Southwest Scorpions lost by 6 points to the London Scholars' 22. The Gloucestershire Allgolds lost 18 points to North Wales' 30. And the final game of the weekend saw Barrow win by 62 points to 4 over the Hemel team. So Toulouse are 2 points clear of York and Rochdale at the top, and London Scholars aren't just leading the southern sides, they're sat in 7th place ahead of Hunslet, North Wales and Newcastle, who are all from the north, which is quite the achievement for London Scholars. It's indicative of progress for them, isn't it?
Definitely, without a doubt.
Fantastic. Okay, we had a truncated round of NRL fixtures as we get ready for the second Origin match this week. It was Sydney Rabbitohs 12, Parramatta Eels 30, Mark.
Yeah, Tom Burgess played in this one, but was unremarkable. Sam Burgess had 101 metres, but nothing was remarkable, I suppose, for the Rabbitohs. What they're waiting for is the long-lost Burgess to join forces with them, yeah.
Do you think that's going to be the difference maker?
Yeah, I definitely think...
Absolutely.
Yeah, and really they need Luke to get re-signed as well, and just Burgess the shit out of people.
I think the North Sydney Bears have got themselves a good winger for the remainder of the year, to be perfectly honest. St George Illawarra Dragons got a surprise result.
Yeah, I know, because Aaron Gray's going to...
St George Illawarra Dragons got a 20 points to 10 win over tabletop in Melbourne Storm this week, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, Storm was stripped of their Origin players. They still had talent in that team, like I'm guessing Bromwich played and Munster and people like that.
Yeah.
But still, win it with a try and 4 goals. Cooper with 131 metres. Yeah. So the Brit boys doing the Dragons proud. Okay, the final 2 fixtures of the weekend in the NRL saw the New Zealand Warriors win by 12 points to 10 at home against the hapless Sydney Roosters. Fuck the Roosters, says Mark Illingworth. And the Gold Coast Titans, Dan Sargenson's future employers, were 30 points to 10 winners over the Manly Sea Eagles. Not the Parramatta Eels, Mark, but the Brentwood Eels. How's things been going down in Essex? Well, down at Brentwood... Give us a feel for the Eels. The under-13s headed down to Brighton to play against the only... You congratulated yourself there when I was reading.
I know, but then I realised it's a bit weird talking about an under-13s team like that, so I'll maybe take it back.
The under-13s headed down to Brighton to play against the only team to have beat them in the league this year so far, the Sussex Merlins. A belter of a game saw the Eels take the win 28-22 with tries from Holding, Robson Groom and Gilmore.
Have I made the Robson Groom joke before?